Ladies and gents, hello and welcome. My name, of course, is Orbital Potato. His name is Rhapsody. We are in a little bit of a despairing situation. Is that safe to say? Things are dicey.
I'm in a pickle, Rick. We're in a pickle. Morty.
Rick and Morty.
Yeah. I'm getting in touch with the youths of today,
Oh, yeah.
and
See,
I've heard that they like Rick and or Morty.
yeah, see, viewers, you might not get that one because only people with like a really high IQ actually get those jokes.
I happen to know that my entire audience has at least 100.
At least a combined IQ
At
between
least. Wow. This slam. Good lord. That was direct from Orbital himself.
them. That's right. That's right. I said it. I didn't mean it though. Okay.
We can now
should pick
connect
up a
in
tech.
that forebear as well.
Forebear.
Oh, also the quantum sensors. Yes, you are right.
Is that what we want? Let me have a look. Yeah, I mean it's too good not to take, right?
Yeah.
I mean, look at that intel.
It's just necessary.
Alternatively, let me pitch you
Okay.
on tourism. Now, we get our thingy. Obviously, that's fine. Go away. Right, tourism world tier. So this is gonna take our income from 46 up to 50. Look at that. Look at that. Okay,
I would love if
forget-
it was tourism, but
forget
it
that.
can't be.
In there. It just doesn't. Oh, God, you stupid video game.
I would love if it were tourism, but it isn't.
I really want it to be tourism, though. I want tourism to be useful.
So
At some
what does
time.
what does xenotourism do for us, right?
Moolah.
It gives us money, exactly. What are both of our perks already designed to do? Effectively, all of our colonies are tourist resorts. We just need to fund them.
Yeah, I think quantum sensors and then brain-machine interface. Is that not pretty pog?
It's got to be infrawave detection. Honestly, it could be wait for infrawave detection in 2 years. It could be connect to a actually 1, 2, 4.
Let me just see the size of the scan. It's not huge, but it's pretty big. I mean, that's...
It is definitely very nice. You know what? I'm going in the complete opposite direction. I need to pitch this now. Can we please undo some actions?
Of course. That's it.
That's the main amount of actions. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Here's my pitch. Before the end of this year, we connect the mineral planet that is available to connect to the north left ancient lab.
Okay.
That can't connect directly.
Can't connect. There's nothing else in this region apart from this single scan, which I think is good, but for the record, I think that's actually okay. We could do it now.
I'm not fussed about that. Okay, so
This can connect into...
2. Yes, it can, but we would need 1 more month in order to be able to get a third science. Because putting both of those in there, that'll get us 2 science, right?
Yeah.
With the person in the Orin. Actually, you know what? No, that's enough. We already have it for the next year. If we colonize something before the end of this year, then we can get the infrawave scanners, and we can completely bypass taking the quantum sensors. It will be enough. You will be on board entirely.
Okay. All right. I believe you. So we don't actually have to pick anything up here quite yet.
Nope.
But
We
just
colonize
know,
another area that we need.
I want you to note my sadness. My deep sadness that we yet
Noted.
again have failed to get xenotourism into the build.
Noted.
I don't blame you for it because I think it's bad. Like I think it's really difficult to get it to work well, right? Like it's just not.
I think it compounds the problems we have and enhances the benefits we can reap out of fixing those problems.
Yeah, whatever. No, I'm joking. No, I agree. I totally agree.
No, that's the exact kind of right tone
Yeah.
of response for like that has been overly engaging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know you
Whatever.
are, but what am I?
It's what's the president is it called, is the band's name President of the United States or something like that? The song that's just like, yeah, whatever, just constantly, just anyone tells him anything, he's like, yeah, whatever. Do you remember when there was like a whole era of songs where people would just do like a really bad stand-up set as a song?
What? Wait, what was this?
You're not around for this.
No, I don't do popular
So, like-
culture. That might be what the problem is.
About mid-90s to mid-2000s, there was a whole genre of songs coming out of America that were very much like just a stage act distilled down into a single song effectively. They are all one-hit wonders as far as I'm aware.
Okay.
What
You
are we
don't
going to colonize for the final here?
I was going to say, you don't fancy a rendition? Colonize. Oof.
Yeah, that does feel like that probably becomes a mineral factory at some point, right?
Yeah.
And it probably wants to put that mineral into the forge mill. There's no colony around. Oh, there's no colony around there. That's not going to person for a while. I guess you could do 3 scans for the rest of the year, but they're going to be very vastly outmoded by the infrawave next year.
Let's scan. Oh.
You're trying to connect it with the slipway.
Yeah, let's scan. Oh, that's it. Yeah, let's
Definitely
scan
not.
this.
Definitely not. If you
Okay.
put a single infraspace at the top of that, it will reveal the entire area.
All right. What do you?
As
What do you
well
want?
as it scans them, to be clear.
Oh, it scans them as well. I thought it was just.
Yeah,
intel.
yeah. No, it reveals them entirely. That's what its value is. It's 10 for a giant probe.
Can we? Okay.
Honestly,
maybe
we just need to find something that we are going to be expanding upon and just collect it. That's it.
That's 5 extra income.
I still don't want to do that because that person is still probably important on that arid planet.
Okay.
I mean,
these two?
no. Again, it's got to be colonized something to roll over the month.
Goods.
We just need to find something that we are going to be using.
Goods here, maybe.
Probably not. There's another goods producing planet relatively nearby and no colonies.
Colony here?
Not impossible. It does get the extra person into that facility, which we have found out is useful.
Let's do that.
The difficulty is maybe undo it. The difficulty is then we continue to hang extra resources in this entire area.
Nothing hangs there if we colonize this two. These two gets us everything for the ocean world.
The resources that we want to be able to supply effectively just get used. Like, we use a wheat to accomplish 1 science. We use 2 planets in order to accomplish 1 science. Because they can't get the good, they are never really going to be part of our like economic routine. Like, it expands without being good. It's like taking too much territory in a Civ game effectively and not being able to bolster any of it.
I'm picking up what you're putting down, but I mean, if we're colonizing something, I think that's our best.
We're
bet.
looking for something that strengthens our internal system rather than trying to create a new system. So it becoming a water connection that just becomes double interconnected with that galaxy is something I'm looking at a little bit. I don't love it, but it gets a 2-way trade, it gets another export, it gets a possibility of putting another colony in the area relatively nearby, another export for another person nearby.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Okay. All right, let's take infrawave, right?
Let's do it.
Can I just, before we do that, can I just check what this would do for us? Yeah. That's 6 income on that 1 planet. Holy cow. That is some insane trade income.
Yep. It's not going to be much on anything that hasn't got like as
Yeah.
many trades as it needs.
Okay. All right. That was just curious. We can always come back for that later if we really want to. Right. Happy with infrawave?
Absolutely.
Because we cannot undo this once we stick a scanner out, presumably.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So pick your favorite location.
Is it maybe up top here?
It can totally be up there, yeah.
Or
You could
is it
also
maybe...
be trying to fix that core central part because the planets are denser in the middle of the area.
Down here, you mean?
Could be. You'd want to nestle it as far in as you possibly can.
Like there or...
Yeah,
there,
like
probably.
that.
What are you thinking? North or south? Are you northerly or southerly inclined?
I think you nudge that up just a little bit. Because you're gonna have to do another one out to the left bottom anyway for the Forge Bear lab over there. And this gives you a lot of reveal around the Forge Bear lab that you're gonna be operating with in the future.
Oh my lordy.
So it doesn't
Okay.
reveal great stuff, but or doesn't reveal a lot, but it does reveal pretty good stuff.
There's a route here. Hold on.
Scaffold it for me.
Yeah. So that, or probably not actually. Probably just this.
What do you mean? Probably not. Sorry,
because,
which part are you saying not?
as I'm saying, that will need to connect there. But if we get water here, it can't connect into this arid world here. So that can't become a colony.
I see. However, let me say this: there is another arid world to the south that can also connect to that water colony that would be able to easily, yeah.
Then there's also the. I mean, this is a lot of colonies down here. If only we could get some goods into this area.
Yes. So that's the thing, right?
This is good. I like this, by the way. This is a nice little system. Doesn't really accomplish much without goods, but there is something here.
Yeah, it's whether or not we would be able to get goods with the that Forge World in the north. Because if that Forge World in the north, oh my God, we forgot. If we complete a Sylvan mission,
you're so right.
Send something into the Forge World. Yeah.
And that would fix a few things, actually. Still doesn't solve the wheat problem here, technically, but I think that's okay. I think this is good.
Hang on 1 second as well, please. Could you do me the favor of colonizing the arid colony to the south?
Yeah.
Can that connect to the desert world to the north?
No.
If it could have, that desert world to the north becoming the ocean world would have made a pickup point for the robot that could give wheat to 3 different planets at the same time. But it can't. But it doesn't matter. What are our tasks? We're already irrevocable.
2 tech. Robot production. Robot production, I think it has to be, right, if we're going to do the Forge World down here.
User. I think so.
I keep looking at this. I feel like there's opportunity here.
There absolutely is. If you, what are we? 4? Okay, we're 5 from the next size of galaxy. If you wanted to, you could probably just make that already a core system, because the export of the extra wheat from that Earth over to the swamp already fixes that, and we're happy for that to be fixed over there.
Wait, what?
So sorry, that's the swamp. You're right. I meant the jungle in the original system.
The jungle
Like
in the
it does
original
cut off the
gotcha.
supply line from that water to the arid colony on the top, but we already have an extension where we can use that water for another arid colony on the south. I think
Yeah.
you set up this core system as the 4 places if you've already identified.
I think you're right. We
Yes.
take this if we take this if we want to do that, right? Is
Is
this maybe the 2? You reckon we'll get 2 techs before
Yeah.
we get this stuff done?
Yeah.
Maybe?
No, I think this is correct.
Okay, let's do it.
We're
Okay.
working to get more tech as quickly as we can, but not that connection yet, please. Your most efficient 2 connections initially are going to be the mineral and the ocean worlds.
Yeah.
Double trading amongst themselves.
And then that probably, that in there, that in there.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Very happy with this.
That's not included yet. It will eventually be, but you're just looking for the forge world to the north. To be connected.
Yeah, I'm thinking. I'm just wanting something.
What are you thinking?
I don't know what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I'm not sure what we need. Like, I really want to make this a colony and then just get more goods in here. Like, that'd be kind of cool to do. Okay. All right. This is good. I mean, we've made some like incredible progress on our mission already.
Incroyable.
Right. Okay. So that fixes a lot of problems. Gives us 79 income. Very, very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Is it maybe a case of popping a roid and then throwing out one more infrawave up top here? See if we can try and get the science going,
tell you,
or maybe even down here.
I wouldn't be entirely against popping 2 asteroids and popping 2 infraspaces down. It'll give us all of the action all of the activity, all of the actionable information is what I was looking for there.
And
to
we
immediately start prosecuting next round.
and we keep our cash alive.
Mm-mm.
Quantum sensors. Wait, does that increase? Hold up.
Have a look at it.
So that increases obviously the size, but does it increase the size of this? I think it does, you know? I think it does.
Compare that. So
Yeah.
hold that in that area, okay? And then
It absolutely does.
It does. Do you want to
Is
take
that?
it? I think it's great.
I think it's
I think if
very
we are
good.
going to take one, we take the other.
I think that's it. My God. Okay. Look at that. For $10, dude. That's crazy value. Okay, the real question is, where from? Like, are you a Norther or are you a Souther?
Well, I mean, I'm a New South Welshman.
A New South Welshman.
But I'm more of a Nouveau New South Welshman, so maybe North. I don't know. We have time to do each, to be clear.
That's true. That's true. I absolutely agree.
Yeah, I think we should take the giant area around the extra Forge Bear and the extant Forge Bear. Definitely.
So that like this one here, maybe? Or
That's incredible. Yeah, absolutely.
maybe that.
No. You do want to fill in as much of the middle of the galaxy as you can. So you want it to be up further to the left. If it can incorporate the one directly to the right of the forge, and that
there, maybe?
yeah, that's the positioning.
Okay, let's get it right to the limit. Okay.
Okay. What are we working with here?
Getting somewhere. I kind of hate it, but it's okay. It gets us intel.
Does indeed.
That can become a colony. That's an option.
Immediate thoughts. The arid colony, could you scaffold the arid as a colony, the Earth as a Gaia world, the Arctic as a production of wheat, yes. And then it doesn't connect.
Out of range.
Okay. Well, that kills it in the crib. Don't even need to continue the plan there.
Yep.
You know, if we get one more bot out of a factory or create a bot factory for good reason, we can get the Silphid mission off, which gives us the ability to make the ocean world.
Yeah, my pitch would be... Can we put goods into here? No, so this will have to be robots. I think this is an option. That gets us 2 more inputs to this lab, and then we just need biomass.
I love it. We're gonna need other stuff that we're doing at the same time as well, though.
Agree.
I mean, if you want to, if we want to start scaffolding a system that does that as quickly as possible, like the person in that mineral can just hang for... No, it can't hang because it needs 2 ore as an output. If it's going to have 1 in the factory and then 1 in the one in the lab.
It doesn't need to have necessarily 1 in the bot factory for now. It could just hang, because we'll get it anyway.
That is true. That is true.
It's not... I don't love it.
I'll say this system becomes a lot easier to plan if we just happen to put another infraspace zone in this left side.
That's very true. I mean, there's a lot of juicy stuff over here. Alternatively, I mean, do we return up north?
Do we?
It's always better up north, as they say. Plus,
I like this southern system you're identifying. It has the ability to extend a lot. Because look, it currently has only microchips in, right? So if it extends by a bot and a ore, suddenly the only 2 things it's lacking are the two minerals that we can get from either side of it already. And that is a thawing factory from the Arctic farm, instead taking the second bot from the forge, and then the primordial world making a biomass, and then we get all 11 I think it is 11 maximum science you get for all 5 different resources in the same place.
So be that and then that. So that's it, right? That's what you're pitching.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and also the mineral is going to have to be included on the left. Yeah, has to.
That does leave a little bit hanging, but I think that's okay.
It will do. It will do.
It will be okay.
Very hopeful that we get a colony on the left side of this whole world, but
I think we do it just infraspace. Too far away. We have to get it. That's fine, actually, tucking it in there.
Yeah.
Get maybe further down. It's 6.5 a dozen, really. Yeah. Okay, that's a colony. It's a good one as well, actually.
That's it. That's everything.
Okay, I mean, do we want to build? We don't really want to build this now. We need another little cash cow of a colony, don't we? We need another little...
Can you check what Euphorian has delivered for their mission so far? Because the Euphorian mission is 80 gold on lock. And that is for the 2 bioresources as well as a chip. Okay, hang on.
We get... chip or... there's something else. Goods. Chips or goods.
Goods.
It's not really much
I wasn't going to hang those without fixing them immediately. Hang on. There's got to be something better here. Because if we can get water from... Yeah, that's annoying. It's... the water really wants to come from the top with the primordial facility giving the water, because then that primordial facility water can also go across to the remnant world, I think it is.
The primordial wants to give the water, you were saying.
Yes, so that it can also give it across to the remnant world at the top, because then the remnant world has an extra extra microchip to give out, which we could then deliver across to the bot production facility directly next to it.
Yeah.
It just gives us some nice connections, but
no biomass.
Man, yeah, exactly.
I think we keep this here. Like, I think this is...
You want to just get the science out of it? Is that what we're doing?
I think so. I mean, and we will get the ability to make this connection here later if we get infra space, which I would expect we will.
If we want to do that, what we need to do right now is at all times increase our science and just survive in terms of money.
Yeah, agree.
So do it. I think like we do want the ore and we do want the robots and we want all of that included. And ideally, there will be a person going into the mineral planet because we do need the second ore, because we do need a second robot, because then the robot goes into the other facility and then we're not hanging as much stuff. Oh no, we already have the second robot. That's fine.
I just... I don't like it.
Would you like it more if that next connection gave you 2 more science? Now you have 16 science this year. We can blow things up. We can be bad.
What do we need? Oh, we need another person in here. We actually straight up need another person to make this.
It's totally fine. That it only needs to be... I mean, like, it got 3 science for the final thing we delivered to it. It only needs to have another person when we want it to be counted for our score value at the very end. And that's easy. Right. Just one hop across.
Geo-harvesting? Fix our cash problems by blowing up planets?
That's what I'm thinking, because we're not going to be using those planets for anything else now because we've already got the infraspace. So, the scanners. So we don't have to worry about using them for sensors. Gives us the cash injection we need, gives us the ability to spend time as we need it, gives us the ability to skate along low resources while trying to build up our science. I think it's our solution.
So I straight up agree, and then I immediately want to destroy this planet right here, because that now makes this as a colony totally viable. I mean, just sort of thinking, you know, just bear with me for a sec. I'm just going to try and harvest this, make that happen. Obstruct. No.
Yeah, those obstruct.
Oh my god.
It's fine.
Whatever.
Yeah, you don't need to include that.
That gets us that thing, which is nice. Plus we can get that across, then that up there. That's good, which I really like. Unfortunately, the goods don't go anywhere else, but that is what it is. Also, our happiness is kind of in the doldrums right now. It's in a pretty bad place.
Yeah, we've got the 3-year warning of fix it or die.
Yeah.
That's okay. We will.
Okay. So, I mean, that's like the system.
Let's do some of that step by step, because some of that was really, really good.
Yeah, I mean, this is unnecessary, right? Like, now that we know that that's...
Yeah, exactly.
There. Okay, I'll do that.
And then... So you can harvest the lava. You don't need to do that instantly.
Lensing's garbage. Or is it?
It's pretty garbage. It takes the planets we can't use anything with and makes them cost us money to utilize in order to make longer connections. So it costs us money in order to give us flexibility, when right now we need money.
Agree. Enlightenment's pretty good, though. That's very good, actually.
No, not at all. That will invalidate both of our perks. Neither of them will occur, because it will not be funded from a Forge world and it will not be given a luxury.
Yeah, you're right.
That's an easy trap to fall into, to be clear.
Okay. Right. So this is harvest, I think. Still,
it doesn't have to be immediately though. So let's just undo that just in case it serves purpose for time. Yep.
Time
so
sensitive.
the colony's created. That person goes over. The ore goes over as well. Okay.
Okay. Good.
Next up,
happiness. Let me just sort of see if there's any other easy happiness wins. There's not. To be honest, we don't actually have that many hanging planets. I mean, this is a little bit frustrating, but
It's getting
Also,
better.
we can just do
Yes.
something here.
Yeah, I'm also very happy just delivering 3 more things into that.
Oh, dude, that's so frustrating.
Is that just out of range?
Yeah, well, no, it's blocked by the infrawave station that we
Yeah.
stuck down.
I should have mentioned it earlier.
It's not happens. I mean, we didn't know. I mean, this is the sneaky. I can't believe that blocks. Like, that's awful. Anyway,
It's fine. We don't even need the second mineral over there as long as we can operate more with this first one.
Yeah.
Okay. So we've got that second output of wheat up in that north area as well. That can't reach down. However, if we blew up that desert planet, it would be able to reach across to the other, to the left.
Or if we took Lensify.
It's also true.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll reach over here.
Okay. So then we suddenly have a system. We would also have to manage to get the wheat into the bottom side. We're suddenly looking at a system that has the ability to get two areas there, both with the goods in from that forge world.
Yep.
That's ultimately the design goal here. Hang on, what does Ephorian want as their last delivery? We should just focus on doing that right now, right?
Goods.
It's good. It's goods. So yeah, it's goods or microchips.
Hold on. Well, then let's prioritize it. Okay, we still get geoharvesting, but let's do this then. This, that. There we go. That's the best order, and then we can.
I like it, yeah.
Do this.
We don't have to do any of that yet.
I would beg to differ with happiness.
We've got 3 years until people will overthrow us.
3 whole years.
The people can take more.
Okay.
I think we don't have to fix those happiness problems immediately.
Okay.
Because largely they will be things that have an instantaneous fix.
Okay.
Unless there's like a limit below which we can't go that we immediately lose.
I don't think there is.
Can you hover over the disrepute sign that we have? Up in the top left.
Oh, yeah, sorry. 70% in 3 years. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we're fine.
We're totally fine. Yeah, it's all gravy, baby.
I mean, who's ever heard of a 70% approval rating?
That just doesn't exist, right?
Utopic society. Okay. So, from this point, we now look at our tasks.
Okay. We happy with this?
Yep.
God, okay.
We've got a lot of money to work with this year. Get 1 more ocean world to Prosperous for the Ephorian tech discount. That Ephorian tech discount, if we could get that online very early, that's hyperlanes, baby. That's limited teleportation. That's everything you want and a bag of chips.
So this is easy. Very easy, in fact.
So what are our ocean worlds and what do they need? You just zoomed in on one of them.
They need 2 successful adjacencies.
So another successful adjacency there could be created by... If that arid colony in the middle had another good, that's not going to work.
That needs 1 export/input and then also 3 successful adjacencies. Yeah.
Any other ocean worlds in our system?
I don't think so. Oh, no, tell a lie. I mean, that's not even close. Needs goods first. We could, by the way, we still have this as an option.
Yeah, exactly.
Planet. That's...
Exactly. Turn 1 into a forge world is particularly interesting. Turn 1 into a...
Yeah, unfortunately. I think we're still a wee bit away from...
No! Hang on. I may have found it.
Okay.
Un momento, por favor. Could you go down to the right, please?
Yeah.
Bottom right. Okay, so that unconnected one, if that became a water facility, then it immediately has one input. It's got a second input from the arid that you would connect it to. And that's also a two-way trade. The arid can take the extra. So it hasn't got any successful adjacencies, but a lot of them are ready to become successful. One more microchip delivered away from that remnant planet makes it successful immediately. And goods near the bottom or the top both success those colonies. Getting the excess water out of there is probably the hardest thing to do. Can that water planet export to the mineral across?
Unfortunately,
Just not
criminally
rough.
not.
Like I think that one is surprisingly close to popping off if it's played right, but it would specifically require a Forge world to the south. Now, damn, if we only had the way to make Forge worlds.
I think we need to arrest our happiness. We still have 3 years.
If you want to do that initial connection over on the left, that's fine. That's fine by me.
Yeah, it solves 2 for 1. Is that better, or is it better to do... It doesn't really matter, does it? In fact, no, this is definitely better to do.
Okay.
We should pick our missions before I do this, regardless.
Well, science is one of them.
Yeah, science is definitely one.
I'll be honest, I really want to try and do the Euphorian Tech one.
I think it's the one to take regardless, to be honest. I don't think we're going to do chips.
Music to my ears.
Let's do it. Okay, we do this, that, and then down. Okay.
Actually,
yeah.
Hey, both of those are hanging resources anyway.
We can supply this with the remnant.
Theoretically, but we don't need to do that right now.
No, you're right.
Like, what if that ore does go up to the Forge world? We can harvest and...
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. But that doesn't need to be... Hold on, that doesn't need to be done. We can still harvest.
Yeah, it doesn't have the wheat yet.
Oh, yeah.
Still leave that wheat.
You're right.
Yeah. Maybe we want... specifically in that area over there, because there are a lot of operants over there. Why don't we get another infraspace down? Like, far beyond the Forge Bear. On the left. Like, left bottom. Yes. Exactly.
Right.
No wheat.
But lots of garbage. Very much garbage.
Ah, good. As Marie Antoinette famously said, let them eat garbage. The revolution makes a lot of sense in retrospect.
It really does. Maybe this?
I don't think it comes from there. If we're doing that, it comes from the established Earth. Yeah. It's like
the issue is
8
people.
instead of 20.
I don't know if we want to use that person for someone else.
The person will only be consumed if the Forge Bear decides that a person needs to be staffing it, which is not super common.
Let's do it. Hey, that's pretty good, right?
That could solve a lot of problems for us.
Although, alternatively, I mean, science. Where are we with science? Far from anything useful, really.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Is maybe mass lensing not terrible here?
It might not be terrible, but it definitely wasn't their priority at the time. We now do have an abundance of money, so it suddenly becomes a lot easier. We have a lot of terrain, and we explore terrain relatively easily as well, so it becomes a lot easier there as well.
But like, if we mass lens this, we can't do anything with stupid thing. Oh my god, that's so irritating.
What about the what if you click on it again? Because I think there was another option in there.
We can harvest it.
Sorry, the Forge Bear, I mean. Forebear. I get these wrong every single time.
Yeah, me too.
That one free build of Infraspace Relay. Let's start thinking about that, right? Because it has subspace, so it will be under everything, giving us some pretty important connections we could make here. We will probably have stream splitting eventually available, so we could even plan with the possibility of doing that in the future. It could be how we get prosperous for the Forian, in which case it just rockets our tech. So, how would it do any of those? What is our best way?
It's water. It's successfuling this or successfuling this. Probably one of the two on the inside. Somehow.
Okay. So, focusing on the central ocean planet, if we got, if we want one successful adjacency out of the out of the attached Forge world, we would need to provide it 2 ore. That is heavy investment. We can probably just rule that out and say that's not getting 2 ore is the way to do that.
Yeah.
Getting a microchip into the wheat facility would instantly make that successful, getting one of our fills. We do have a microchip that wants another export as well. We could connect that to the remnant down in the south. Not an incredible play. Available. It also then gives us the ability to, with stream splitting, use that excess wheat to then fund the other swamp world down in that area. So it's a plan with some extensibility.
I think. Okay.
Sorry?
Yep. Yeah. Laying out.
I just want to kind of methodically remove the rest of the options here, because then of that we have the 2 other options, which both require water as an input. Water is very difficult for us to get up that side of the galaxy. We would then be pulling that water across from probably the water world that's next to our anomaly lab on that left.
Yeah.
Which is a way to do it, but then we also need to have another export for the bot, or just provide it to the ore lab in the top. That ore lab in the top doesn't have anything else that it wants to put that extra ore out into at the moment, so that doesn't really serve many purposes. And then there's the final connection, the one that you noted. If we had a single slipway, we could connect an extra wheat from the primordial planet into the ocean world.
I have a pitch.
Yes.
My pitch is to take this. My pitch is to do this. Successful that. For the sake of argument, let's do that, just to, I don't know, do it. Then we take mass lensing. Then we lensify this planet. Then we colonize this planet. Then we do that. Then we do that. Then we do that. Then we do this. And then we do that. And then we do that. And then, hopefully, we're able to get an extra mineral. In fact, we can do that in a different order, in which we... do that. That's my pitch to you.
I don't absolutely hate it,
But you're pretty close.
but pretty close. So the main reason, I think, is because it is it accomplishes a lot, but it accomplishes a lot over a lot of time with a lot of resources. I think there are more efficient things that we can do that serve more purposes while trying to prosper that ocean world. I think Lensify probably does end up making its way into the build. but it just, I think the key thing that I have a problem with in that is that it takes so much time to set up to get ultimately the completion of the Euphorian mission, which is great, but it doesn't increase our science in that same period of time.
I agree.
And it feels like something more efficient would be able to do both. How about we start with something that we should have always probably prioritized? Let's connect those people into that anomaly lab down to the south.
Okay.
Do we want to also put that ore into the forge? Does that forge have the ability to export down?
We can lensify this
I'm
asteroid.
furious.
We can lensify this asteroid if we want to.
It's honestly probably gonna happen in the future. Maybe we'll see. We'll see. Brah.
Yeah, that
All right.
sucks. That sucks. I mean, we
It's
can.
not great.
That will fix our happiness actually if we do that. So I think that's fine to do.
Yeah, definitely think that's fine as well. Okay. Next thing we need to think about is could you look at the forge bear next to our most successful anomaly lab for me again, please? Sorry, the forebear ruin.
This one here? Or this one
No,
here?
on the yes. What is the distance of it being able to make forge worlds or ocean worlds? Doesn't matter either.
That. Can't do that. Can do that.
Is it showing that it can turn a currently sensor planet into a forge world?
Oh no, you're right. Sorry, can't do that.
Okay.
We can literally only do 1, 2, 3.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. So, if we... What happens if that northern mineral world were to become an ocean world? Let's just scaffold it in.
Dude, I was thinking the exact same thing.
Yeah.
It's really quite handy, actually.
It does seem it. We run
that
a
goes across
severe
there.
person deficit in the area.
But we have 66 income, 31 planets.
And those problems are going to be easy to fix once we have slip space and masteries and stuff.
I mean, it's good, but it doesn't really. It fixes the unhappiness on Lumina, but that's it, really.
That's all it really serves at the moment. Could you undo it to the point that we're just not, changing the planet just yet? Because what were our priorities, right? Our priorities were finding the location for that infraspace slipstream if we are going to put it down, and science. We've accomplished some science. We will continue to accomplish some science in the future. That can't connect. Would it be able to connect to the mineral worlds above the ocean colony?
This one?
No, sorry, the one that's currently in the system. So just to the right of the forebear ruin.
Oh, this one. What are we connecting to? What are we connecting?
To the lab, if possible.
No, I tried that one already.
21 in both directions.
It's
bro.
criminal. Yeah.
So yeah, stream splitting is going to be hugely important, I feel, in this run. So if we're not prioritizing science right now, we're prioritizing the better placement for those. Here is it, the same pitch, effectively again. That ocean in the bottom right becoming a water facility, because if that has an infraspace mass, sorry, the bottom right.
Gotcha, yeah.
Yep. If that, with an infraspace mastery, can prosper, that has an interconnected system already supporting around it. And it prospers other planets that are already connected, creating even more outputs for us. That's an input, and then that would have the arid colony to its left.
That's really, I mean, look at our income. 53? 16.
Yep. Back up to 31. So it has the excess availability of water. It doesn't have successful adjacencies. if it
Infraspace to here, that's possible.
Yeah, and then the infraspace can extend for its ability to also send water up to the remnants directly next to it.
Oh, with stream splitting. Yeah.
Yeah, with stream splitting when that comes online. So then it will rely exclusively on getting one more successful adjacency and outport, right?
Yes. I mean, this is ready to
I already
successful.
like this as just part of the system. Yeah, that's ready to success. That's one of the ones I'm counting.
Yeah, okay. All right, gotcha. Yeah.
Where is the double trade that this wants? Effectively, it wants to double trade with another arid colony would be really nice. Which it actually can do immediately over the gap, but it would then have to work to make that successful, which is tough. I don't know. Maybe this isn't the one to become prosperous.
I feel like it's not, but also I feel like that's a really good
system. Otherwise,
it is a really good system, right? Undone established connections, fine. I feel like happiness and money, and if we just get more of that, then you know we got 15 years to fix the rest.
Yep. Don't disagree. It's just I always want to have an idol also increasing something else.
So that needs it's just literally too prosperous. Hold on. I mean it's out of range. I mean that will
range, but that is one of the available inputs for it, yeah.
Yeah.
The other successful past that point becomes again difficult.
This is very easy relatively to successful with just colonization of that planet.
No, it would need 2 inputs. 2 inputs, 2 outputs for successful.
Oh, you're so right. Yeah, so we need to colonize that too. Yeah. What about science? What are our options here? So we do have mass lensing, which we'll get next year.
Mm-hmm.
Trade League? Trade Hub? I mean, we are creating a lot of resources, like a lot of crazy resources. A trade hub might not actually be crazy bad.
It might not be. I think it could serve purpose, but I think if we manage to create the interconnected galaxy that we want to with our slipways and slipstreams, it won't be as valuable as just connecting things.
Yeah, okay. I mean, there's obviously the option of colonizing this and trying to exploring just in general down south. That's another option. Alternatively, we could just take this infraspace, or we could take the extra science. Feels kind of bad to do, but like, you know, solve one of the problems that we have at the moment, and that is, you know, stick a wheat in here or a something else and something else.
Yeah. If we're gonna do the infraspace mastery, I think the plan that I like the most is the initial setup that I had, but yours does guarantee the prosperous.
Takes a while though.
Lensify comes online next round.
Yeah, 1 month.
I think we should just start scaffolding the system down there because it's really economically viable.
What, this one here?
And yes. And as we do it, we will unlock the tech that allows us to make it successful if we want.
Okay.
Yeah. So I would also want to pitch actually taking a scan just to the south of that, but that will lock it in at this point. The
I think that's good.
Can now be taken, and we can start planning around that. Yeah, I'm fine.
Can I just look at trade hubs just to sort of see?
Please do.
where we are. I mean, so what do we need? We need... It doesn't accept people. It takes 3 unique resources.
Only starts paying for them once it has 3.
So, like, that in there? Does it take goods? Takes goods. Takes wheat as well. Takes that too. Would take minerals as well. Would take microchips. And that gives one happiness.
Yeah, it's tough.
Really? I feel like it could be really, really useful to solve like some of the excess water and stuff down here, you know, might be...
Again, we have water droughts in other areas. As soon as we have our slip spaces, that excess water disappears quickly.
You're not wrong. Okay, right. Let's lock that in. I feel like that's good enough.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Okay. All right. Lensify, it's the cheapest option as well. Bar that one. Cheapest option. Let's take it. Let's do it. Let's knock down a scan.
Love that too.
Happy with that there?
A little bit further up would be slightly better.
Maybe that there?
I'd still like a little slightly further up, if possible. Like on the top side, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, baby. Interesting. So can that Forge World fund both of those colonies nearby? No, it can't go to the left side. Well, I mean, we would colonize the swamp and then use the person from that, right?
Yeah.
Because we're trying to get the excess microchip out of that factory as well.
So we'll have...
None of that needs to be extended right now.
We'll have Slipstream in 2 years, but we will be dead in 2
we can
years
actually...
unless we solve this.
We already have Lensify and we have the Infraspace Mastery available from the other one. We can take stream splitting first instead of Slipstream if that actually turns out to be a better option for us, hilariously.
Yeah. Dude, I think we need to solve our happiness.
Yeah, I was about to say our happiness is still on the fritz. Can you do the happiness toggle? Like, give us the view for happiness? Okay, so -8 on that planet. Pretty rough.
-8 on that one.
Yeah, both of those track pretty heavily.
I mean, this is relatively easy to fix with a slipstream from here, from up north. He says, with a large degree of confidence.
I don't. Yeah, that's so expensive. It's so much money and so much space that it covers. Oh, that's. We can't do that. We need something a lot shorter. Okay, so if we roll over the year, we get 26 science. If we took 8, we would have 34. What would 34 science get us?
Stream splitting.
That would get us stream splitting. Okay, that's really interesting. Although we wouldn't have the Infraspace Mastery if we took the science from that instead. Whoops.
Yeah. At this point, we need to solve this one, and we need to solve this one. We need to solve both of them.
We get back above 70 by solving one.
Depends when we solve it, because we have this place decreasing in happiness, this place decreasing in happiness.
Also true. Also true.
And we have one more? No. So I think if we roll over like to next year, yeah, we get 2% on either of those. Or 1% on either of those even. But we do have a couple of places that are... Fine, unemployment, can't do anything about that.
Heard. I just want something to accomplish 2 things at once. How hard is that game? We have Lensify. Let's focus on Lensify. Right? Lensify is already online, is it not?
Yes, it is indeed.
Okay.
I mean... There's a pitch for... Here's a pitch, and it does kind of solve 2 things at once, relative to happiness. Lensify that. God, that's cool. That in there. That there. Takes a while, but it gets us above... Well, we still need to get a little bit more. Plus, actually gives an opportunity to output once we get stream splitting or whatever. And it doesn't use the infra space that we have.
It doesn't use the infra space we have. I mean, getting wheat over in that area was always going to be a bit more difficult. I just don't know about the destroying the extra swamp over there when that's the easy extra output. Maybe it's right though.
I think there's easier extra outputs as well. I mean, if we... It's a shame.
Yeah, that would have been really nice.
It's okay. It can become wheat. Then this goes in there. Then we bring it across. Like, we still have the infra space. Well, we need to just get, like, we need to just get manifestly above where we need to be. We need to just find some way to arrest the decline of happiness at the moment, because we're going to drop down in
if you turn that if you turn that mineral planet into a Lensify, the one that we can't use because does it become a lot easier to use because it's smaller?
No, unfortunately.
Not from that south side.
South side it can be used, but
can it export can it export to fix the happiness issues? Over on the primordial world?
The primordial world.
Nope. Still locked and out of range. Rough.
We could lensify.
Instead, you can just use that lava planet to do the same, though.
That's good. That's very good, in fact, because when we get stream splitting, that's gonna be right in there. But of course, we still need wheat. Sag.
Happiness is if
fine.
you hover over the happiness thing,
it's very fine now. It's much better.
No, I mean the other one. Yeah, okay, above 70% in 1 year, we're fine.
We have like another year. Yeah.
Still have access to space mastery.
No, it doesn't do anything.
Yeah, it's basically like as soon as we roll over a year, we can have the ability to start doing stuff again.
Yep, totally.
God, I almost want to just focus on science again.
I actually agree. I think that's a good call. I mean, yeah.
Let me pitch you on this. Take that Gaia world to the south and connect it in. Oh, I guess you don't have to immediately, but yeah. That's it. That was my pitch. The other water is going to be traded for the arid world on the left-hand side, so that'll be a person for water trade. No, okay. the water comes out of the and then obviously the only thing you're hanging around here is the wheat, and then you have that excess person available on the arid world after the wheat is fixed in order to fix that forebear near it. So it gets you your excess biomass where it's needed, water where it's needed, and a colony where it's needed.
But it doesn't get us wheat, unfortunately.
It doesn't get us wheat, so we would want to scan to the south.
Oh god, dude, I'm on edge with this happiness. Like, I'm so.
We'll be fine. We will be fine. This is the most we've ever hung like happiness in the system, but it's okay to do so in this world because We were doing it so that we could get early economic gain. We did that, and now we can pivot back. We will have so much happiness by the end of this, especially if we continue on our science path. How many years have we got left?
13.
Less than I thought.
Yeah, it really feels like we were screwed on the early system.
It happens.
This is. It's ready to successful. It's ready to successful if it gets chips from here, which can happen with stream splitting. Like that's very easy. In fact, literally next year. In fact, hold on. That. Yeah. Does that do anything for us?
No, not really.
Yeah, like 9 income.
Like,
Yeah.
honestly, if we wanted to do that, we would do it from the currently established remnant planet, and we would use the infraspace mastery and stream splitting to send that single chip, not from that one, sorry, across. The established one that's about to prosper or become successful.
This one. Okay.
No.
This one,
the
sorry,
remnant planet. There you go. Yeah, it would be that infraspace mastering. It's up to both of the ones in the north.
Gotcha.
Actually, damn, that gets our successful Ephorian. Take the infraspace mastery. We roll over the year by doing honestly whatever, and then we take stream splitting.
Okay.
So-
what do you want to do? What do you want to do?
No, honestly, take that Gaia world in the south that was previously mentioned.
God, okay. Give me anxiety, dude.
Hey, it's okay. People like us,
Okay.
and we could undo it if we needed to.
That's true.
Yeah.
Right. So.
And then, yeah, so that's trying to place so that it takes the remnants output. No.
Right.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
It's both of the ones in the north.
Oh,
Both
to here.
of the one directly above. No. Absolutely not. North.
Wait. These two.
The planet directly above that forge world that needs a chip.
This one.
Yes.
Why didn't you say so?
Because I've been doing it. So no, make it as short as you possibly can on the 2 side, because then the slipways are shorter.
There we go.
Stream splitting is going to be required.
It is going to be required.
And that
Easy.
gets our Forian tech discount.
Very cool, actually.
Cool.
And we're fine for happiness now, so I'm going to swap back to normal view.
Do we want to lock that in? I like
think
it.
we do. I think we do. I like that. I rate that. Okay, science next, right?
Yes. So we can do that by slipstreaming or infraspace mastering the asteroid you'd mentioned before.
There we go. Excellent. Okay,
Beautiful.
score-wise, council tasks are done. So we only probably want to take them if they're good. In fact, we can just take the tech discounts and then forget about the rest, I think.
Well, I mean, we do get extra happiness for the top ones as well.
It's true. Right, we still need
And
an
we are going
additional...
to need more science, so ultimately we are going to go in those directions anyway.
So hold on, we've got 3 out of 4 activated, and we need to get up to 40 science, right? Okay,
Yes.
cool. Can we upgrade Lensify? Does Lensify lead to anything?
It does lead to the previous upgrades that you get from Infraspace Mastery anyway, so you don't have to build slipstreams if you have Lensify. But I don't think we do that. We will end up with enough science, to be clear. Like, if we have to build 40 science per year, we are going to have hyperlanes, hyperlane upgrade, stream splitting upgrade, Infraspace Mastery. We're just gonna have all of them.
Yeah, I agree. We'll have it all. Okay. Right. What's next?
Well, I mean, same focus, right? We look at our tasks and then we see whether or not they align with things we already want to do of increasing science and increasing the efficiency of our internal system to become a more economically robust galaxy.
Let's do it. Easy.
Absolutely. We're definitely going to be doing the establish 5 more import hubs as well.
You're darn straight we are if we're gonna get science.
Mm-hmm.
Is Silted better to go first if we're chasing the Silted tech discount?
I think not, because I don't think we are chasing the Silted tech discount. The things we really want are Euphorian and Vittoria.
Fair dues. Fair comment. Agree. Okay, so there's this setup over here. Do you want to throw a scan out to the south? I actually am remarkably pro
Absolutely,
this
yes.
now. Maybe here? Thereabouts? Happy with that?
Grand. Yep.
I mean, there is something with wheat and robots, but it just, ugh.
Yeah, I'll tell you, they really don't want to give us wheat. Boy.
Yeah, that's nasty.
We're gonna have to hang people on that for a while, unfortunately. That's fine. That's fine. Again, it'll all get fixed in the future.
Okay.
Is there a way of getting?
Let me hit you with another pitch. No,
Yes.
I can't. I would suggest a scan up top here. Get this anomaly lab online.
You could blow up a useless world and then do it. I'd happily see that. I mean, that will complete the next part of the mission as well, and it's one of the easiest ways for us to get science online. We
Probably
will
is.
have to look for ones we don't want to lensify as well, which is a bit tough, but I think ones that are fully disconnected from a system, like the one you just identified, are ideal. Or honestly, the mineral world that's completely locked.
In the middle?
No, not that one. The other one, the one that actually can't do anything. Because it's next to an infraspace sensor on the top left.
Oh,
Mid-left, I mean.
yeah, that's garbage. You're totally
It
right.
could be that one. That one could be used with hyperlanes in the future, but honestly, if we have hyperlanes in this area, we'll be fine. There's enough minerals here.
Agree. Okay. That's too far. Kind of want to get the 2 planets over there in. Happy with that?
Nudge a little to the left for the extra planet if you could. Yep.
Boy, howdy.
It's a lot of similar planets around it again. Like all of them, the
wheat.
non-physical ones. We can connect to that forge bear though immediately from the ocean world. Sorry, the forebear from the ocean world.
Yep. Let's do it. Oh, now that being an ocean world? That's it, right? That's it. To science, obviously. We need to get people in here somehow.
You are also missing an ore.
Where am I missing an ore? Oh yeah, I'm missing an ore over there.
Yeah, you're using all of it.
Is that imperative?
I think there is a system like this here, but I don't know if it goes like that. Let's undo just before the transformation, because what is the densest possible version of this? It is a rock and a ocean world trading amongst themselves, and then wheat coming in from another location. So
Yeah.
either we're using the colony to the north, can't use that one. If the colony to the north has to be wheat, then it has to be either the Forge World, the Mineral, or the Ice Ball that become the other one.
Mm-hmm. That could be the mineral world, to be fair.
It could be the Mineral World.
Although,
Then the ore up there gets a little difficult.
yeah.
That whole area is just difficult to operate with right now as well. I really just want to fix more internal problems or get a lot of science, and that top is not a lot of science.
I don't think, like, no way. It doesn't feel like we can solve our problems anywhere. Like, everything feels like a difficult problem.
Let's brain cap think. Let's have a look at our science. We are almost able, or rather we are currently able to use robots as people, which might help us fix some problems in some areas. We don't have that many robots.
Goods on any planet producing robots. Adds one unit of robots on any planets producing goods. Is that helpful?
I mean, those two together hilariously would give us a lot of extra people and stuff like that, but we need to fix internal systems better than that right now, I think. Honestly, I think we are just looking for slipstream lensify. Like, I think there are internal problems here we can fix. We just need to find them.
Robots as people.
So that person, if we turned that lava to the south,
Yep.
if we turned that into a lensify, would we be able to get the person over to the Gaia world?
Ah, good shout.
Because then we can just solve that without including the arid world into the whole situation again.
Yep.
Perfect. Okay, so if we can do that, where else can we do something similar? Where else has a similar, like a problem near its solution that just haven't had so far the ability to connect?
I mean, that technically kind of really sucks.
The problem there is that then cuts off the ability to feed in the good, doesn't it?
No, because we can just connect it back into this relay over here.
Oh yeah.
Whoops.
I actually don't entirely hate that.
We could blow up a couple planets to do that this year.
I'm always happy to blow up some planet. I mean, this one's never going anywhere, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Lensify is like the underrated. Oh my god, another planet. This one? No, that's valuable. This one?
You shouldn't
maybe?
spread out your removals. If you can be pretty dense about them. I like that ice ball as removal though. Because we can just not expand in a certain direction if it's way better for us.
Ooh. 3 successful adjacencies.
Yes. So we'd need more people exports for those nearby. One successful adjacency, another person output for, or 2 people output for the other Earth-like over there would be useful too.
Speaking of, I think this is probably pretty decent as well.
Don't do that on those. But do blow up something in that bottom right corner again if you could.
This, maybe?
Oh, the ice ball.
Oh, there's another ice ball. Okay. Happy with this?
I wouldn't say happy, but yes.
Yeah, it's enough. It's just... Yeah, it's...
You can just hover over it, it'll tell us what it is per year.
Oh, really?
Yeah. No, as in when it's on the field.
12. So it is worth. It is definitely worth. Yeah, very much worth.
We don't need to take it before the end of the year, so save the decision until then if we can.
Yep.
Okay. So now we have the ability to take the stream splitting, not stream splitting, the base stream, or we can take hyper lanes. I don't think hyper lanes immediately fixes anything for us. I think the slipstream does though, because we also have the stream splitting, so we just fix the edges of our galaxy basically.
Stream splitting gets this, which can get this.
Yeah, with an infraspace mastery, it can get that second one.
Yeah.
A single we do need the initial slipstream, right? We are basing a lot of our fixing the galaxy around that slipstream. One of those just fixes that planet that you mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
I think you should just put those down. There is a world where you might design what you're about to do around the idea of being able to extend it. So if that's one connection, is there any other connection that wants to go through there? Yeah, that extra person out of... Yeah, exactly. You're right. You got it.
Am I? What am I thinking? Just in case I don't know.
You're thinking of taking the extra person from the currently prosperous colony on the right side, because that extra person going up into the Bradbury would give them a successful. And I believe they would actually prosper. No, they need 2 more... Yeah, 2 more input output.
Imports.
Yeah. It's always those. I mean, you know, a single slipspace mastery is eventually going to get that into the wheat up in that top right as well. When is infraspace mastery online as well? We may want to focus on science so we can get it in a shorter amount of years. So 52, so 18 becomes 36, and then the extra 17 on top of that becomes 53. So in 2 years' time, that will be online. We're probably not going to be able to make it faster than that.
Yeah, I agree.
Doesn't mean we don't want to invest in science, but it probably won't be faster than that. Okay, so extra output of water is available in that area. There is something that does need water as an input. It doesn't have the infraspace mastery to be able to output its extra ore yet.
I'm just not sure. Science is good. Science is good. Happiness is good, though. Happiness is very good now.
Yep, that's just going to continue to increase.
This is so sad up here, this anomaly lab. It's so disappointing.
All right. Well, let's stay up there for a second.
Okay.
Does the Earth-like that has no outputs, just the left bottom of your screen?
Yeah.
Does that have the ability to send? Yeah, it does have the ability to send up to the mineral. It doesn't have to send its person up there.
Stream split between here, actually. That's an option.
Well, yeah, we're now looking at how do we stream split here to get like another person, another ore in there. We can also just blow up some of the things in here if we just don't want to use them.
That's true.
Yeah, I think that goes. 2 extra science a year. Love it.
Nice. Is there a world in which we just send up another probe up here?
Absolutely, that world exists. I would be totally fine with the end of the year being 2 more probes.
Okay, if we're gonna do that, let's get... Now it's only +9. What face?
Interesting. It bases its current value around the value of your galaxy or income, I think. Should we undo as many steps as it takes to get that to work better?
9. 9.
The slipstream relay that did it.
Okay, well, I have no idea. I guess we're just in a 9 value world. That's
maybe maybe
unfortunate, but it is what it is.
It happens.
Okay. Let's get this done. Good stuff. I still like this as a thing to
Same.
do. Okay, that puts us in a nice position. We can get a second import route to here, but probably not super worthwhile. Well, I guess for one extra science, it might not be the craziest idea in the world.
I don't. No, I don't think we should. Because ultimately, again, those things that are hanging up there, when we have the infraspace slipstream, like we're just going to be sending those out into other areas,
You're not wrong.
and that's going to be what we need for all of those areas to prosper.
You want to just probe it?
Yeah. Probing the last two of these would be great.
Let's try and... There, I think.
I'm definitely fine with that. It's not a huge reveal, but it's specifically area that it reveals.
That's good. That's very good, in fact. I like that a lot.
It's the easiest other resource for us to get over there. I guess we could get a bot from one of the from an infraspace mastery from over on the right. So then we would be looking for a microchip from that.
Yep. Plus the 4-bay ruin. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, should we do one more scan before the year ends? Or do you want to?
Absolutely.
What are you thinking? Up top, down low?
It's got to be down low. It's got to be near system as it stands.
Maybe you want to throw a curveball. Maybe you want to go out for this anomaly thingy. No, I don't. I agree. I don't
No,
either.
I don't think so.
Okay. Here, maybe?
Sure.
I mean... Leaves a little to be desired.
Little to be sure.
Oh, well. Well, you know what? We're going to have to see what more we desire in the next episode. Because that...
We've got such a good beat on a good galaxy here.
We are so close to, like, perfection. Absolute perfection. Like, it's... I mean, this lab is ready to go. I mean, it's literally just one more person away from pogging right off and maxing out. We got this one. Got a good roadmap for that one. No roadmap for this one yet. Roadmap for this one. It's all good. It's all good. It's happening. It's all happening in the galaxy. Very, very happy. Anyway, folks, thank you very much for watching. Check out links to the playlists and more down in the description. I've been Open Potato. He's been Rhapsody. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Adios.